What up, Fantasy Ghosts? How's everybody doing tonight, man? We're ready for a fire show. I got a special guest tonight, but let's get going. Here we go. What up, Fantasy Ghosts? Commissioner Rhino here. The Shepherd has a much needed night off. I told him get off, go, recharge, have some fun, enjoy life for a minute. And so tonight, man, I got a special guest, Mr. David Longfield of Blitz Sports Media, man. He's got fire content. Follow him on Twitter, X. I'm still old.
Everyone says Twitter.
I was telling our colleague JX this week that I'll say Raiders and I'll say Washington. I'll say Chargers because I'll just screw all that up. I will. No problem whatsoever, man. How you doing tonight, man?
I'm feeling good. A new Chick-fil-A was built in my city. Haven't had one ever. Tried it for the first time. Pretty good stuff. Not gonna lie.
Now, see, Raising Cane's clears. Is that the youngins say clears? Clears. Chick-fil-A, man. What now? Where you live?
Niagara Falls, New York.
Okay.
No one. Everyone forgets about the New York side of it, which is understandable.
Right. Well, shoot, we got some questions already, man. You ready to get going, brother?
Yep.
All right. What up, Frost? How you doing, Frosty? All right. Start three. Chase Brown, Hendo, Golden, or Keenan? Chase Brown makes me worried still.
Yeah, Chase Brown's one of those guys where I think you just have to start him because I don't think he's gonna be bad the whole year. And
no, I don't think so. And Denver has been giving up some rushing yards too. And passing yards to running backs.
Let me see who the Packers are playing this week.
The Packers are playing the Cowboys, so I'm starting Golden.
You're starting Golden? Initially, that was the first person I thought of cutting.
Yeah, I would start Golden, Keenan.
Okay. And Golden did have a good game in week 3.
And he just missed on a long. If Love wouldn't have led him so much last week, it would have been like a 70-yard touchdown. So yeah, and I like and it's the Cowboys secondary, man. So
I'm not sold on
4 touchdowns against them.
I'm not sold on Golden just because that he's only had the one game, which was last week, with over 3.5 points. But his snap percentage was a lot higher last week. So
yeah.
But Chase Brown, of those, I would definitely start Keenan Allen.
Yeah,
I would definitely start Chase Brown still. I'm losing faith in him, but I just can't bench Chase Brown yet. And if it's between Golden and Henderson, I really don't know. I think I would lean towards Henderson if it was my team personally.
I would go Henderson, Golden, and because Henderson has to. He's at some point he's going to break it. He's going to break out. And with last week with Ramondre Stevenson and Gibson both fumbling and one fumble at the goal line, and Henderson got more of the carries last week.
Henderson's against the Panthers defense though. He doesn't. It's really a toss-up between the two. So if you want to play it safe, Golden has a much higher snap percentage.
Yeah.
So if you want to play it safe, I would go Chase Brown, Keenan Allen, Golden. If you want to kind of risk it, I would go more towards Henderson for a big bang.
Okay, I'll go with that.
I think Henderson has a higher ceiling to be a random 20-point game. Where Golden, he might get you 15, he might get you 5.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
But definitely Brown and Keenan Allen for sure.
And just do me a favor. If I do pass over a question, just say, "Yo, Rhino, you forgot my question." Then I'll get to it. All right, I promise you. This is the first time that I'm running solo without the Shepherd running the boards and everything. So just bear with me. All right. Frost got another question. Start Jalen Waller or Pollard? I'm starting Pollard. Warren is banged up. And
I can bring up the NFL
with the Steelers bringing up Trey Sermon off the practice squad, that tells me that he might be getting the passing if he does play. I don't like people that were hurt all week. especially something that just pops up the last minute on the injury report. And plus, I try not to play people that are playing international games. I have gotten screwed, blued, and tattooed doing that, so I tend to be a little bit more cautious that way. And
honestly, international game aside, Jalen Warren against the Vikings defense or Tony Pollard against the Texans defense.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And Jalen Warren, they could give Kenneth Gainwell snaps. They might finally give Caleb Johnson a couple snaps. Tony Pollard, I'm not really scared of Tajay Spears behind him. So I think
he's still on IR. So you have a
Spears on IR?
Yeah. He's still on IR. Yeah, okay. He comes off.
In week 5, right?
Week 4, week 5. So you have what? Not Joey. I was gonna say Joey Chestnut. He's a hot dog.
Then
Chestnut.
I would go Pollard just because honestly, just because of the Vikings defense.
Plus, with Pollard, you also have the rushing and plus receiving upside. All right, Frosty, trifecta, brother. Start Nicks or Fields. Nicks versus the Bengals defense. Fields against the Dolphins defense.
This might be the easiest question so far we've had. I'm easily going Bo Nix here.
Yeah.
I think Fields is on a much shorter leash than people think he is. He got a $40 million contract, sure, but that last game he had was brutal versus the Bills. And granted, he didn't play last week because of a concussion. I just don't – I don't know. I just don't have any faith in that Jets offense right now.
I have faith, especially this week. I have faith in Breece Hall and I have faith in Garrett Wilson, especially Garrett Wilson. He's getting 34% target share or something like that.
Garrett Wilson is.
Yeah.
Justin Fields isn't.
No.
It's not a Wilson question, it's a Fields question.
And Breece Hall is getting the majority of the touches in the backfield, which that is surprising in itself because everybody, begin the season – I don't know about like the boys from Blitz Sports Media and you, if you guys were same thinking as we were, and everybody else was, it's going to be the
Braylon Allen,
Thunder and Lightning, And then,
they said that last year too.
Yeah, but there's no thunder right now. It's just lightning,
Yeah, I was not a fan of Braylon Allen. Just like I'm not a fan. I'm the only person at Blitz that wasn't a fan of RJ Harvey. And our analytic guy was telling me, that's insane, all this college stats, stuff like that. And I'm like, he's a 24-year-old rookie running back. If he was going to be good, he would have been a 22-year-old rookie running back.
Exactly.
And I will admit that is flawed logic. Don't get me wrong, but it's right. He hasn't done anything so far this season. I could still be wrong, but through 3 weeks, he hasn't shown me.
And I think this will be a Bo Nix get right game.
Yeah. I could say the same, honestly, about the Dolphins versus the Jets. The Dolphins are 0-3. They have their roster isn't an 0-4, 0-5, 0-6 roster. They're going to get a win or two here soon.
Yeah. They better, otherwise McDaniel might be out on his ass because
I can't imagine that. I know the Dolphins team is. They either have great players in certain positions or that's just abysmal. But I think the roster is good enough to at least be 1-4, 2-3. Their record isn't a reflection of the talent they have on that roster.
Yeah. All right, how you doing, Goat? Start Breece Hall or Garrett Wilson in the flex? I think I'd go Garrett Wilson. I mean, I do like Breece Hall, but I think just because all the targets he garners.
Yeah, I agree completely. Garrett Wilson, as you brought up, the 34% target share. But Breece Hall is the perfect example of someone that has an extremely high ceiling. You won't be shocked if he gives you 25 points.
Mm-hmm.
But you wouldn't be shocked if he gave you 10 points.
Right.
Garrett Wilson, you're going to get 15 to 20 points.
Oh, yes, easily. I don't care if it's half PPR, full PPR, or what, man. He's going to get you. He's going to get you points. So, yeah, I'll go Garrett Wilson. Hey, and please, Fantasy Goats, please do us a favor. We are 16 away from the magic number of 500. Please like and subscribe. Hit the notification button so you don't miss any of our fire content. And hey, Donnie, how could the ghost get a hold of you?
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
How could the ghost get a hold of you?
Oh, just following me on X. My @ is DLonaville NFL.
All right. So let's go start Wandale Robinson, Hunter, Tootin, Fannin Jr. Flex. I'm rolling out Hunter and Tootin.
Unfortunately, I'm starting Tootin in one league as my RB2. So it's kind of painful, but I have great receivers. But
yeah,
assuming there's no IDP scoring in this league, did he mention that in a later comment?
No, he didn't. Let us know if there's IDP scoring.
Okay, if there is IDP scoring, I would go Hunter. If not, I'd probably go Wandale Robinson.
I think I'd go Wandale too.
Yeah, he's a very, very safe floor player.
I mean, I like the Chargers defense is they're legit, but you can still deke and dunk, and that's what Wandale Robinson does good, you know.
Yeah, I told Rhino this before the stream started. Wandale Robinson is becoming the next Jacoby Myers. He's not someone that's flashy to have on your roster and gets overlooked a lot, but he will get you what your flex needs, and that's 10 to 12 points fairly consistently as of late.
How you doing, Mando? If you had to, whom would you drop? Stevenson, Charles, Addison, Jennings, or Pittman? I would not. Sharps, Addison, and Pittman I would keep. So it'd be between Jawan Jennings, who just can't stay healthy, or Stevenson, who just can't hold on to the ball and might be losing touches.
Actually, that's interesting you say that, because Jennings was the first person I would keep of that 5, personally.
Really?
Yeah.
He hasn't played. He's
but when he does... I'm also a Cooper Kupp.
Also, though, if you think about DeMarcus Robinson's coming back.
I'm not scared of DeMarcus Robinson.
As a Rams fan, you can tell in the back. DeMarcus Robinson got us some good stuff. So, it's just injuries. I'm keeping somebody that's not going to be I don't have to worry about being injured and not being able to play.
It really depends on your roster. If you lack overall running back depth, I guess I would agree that you can cut Jennings, because Addison and Pittman have a safer floor than Jennings. But I think Jennings of those 3 has really high upside for when he does play.
When he does,
it is just rare when he plays,
and it's somebody's no good to me if they're not playing. Now
I don't mind injured players, because when they play, it's worth having them on your bench for half the season.
Now, it goes. Listen, before you drop anybody, especially a wide receiver 2, always try to trade. Try to trade that person first, and then if nobody bites, then drop that said person. So, and that's one way you can look at this too, is what person is tradable that you can upgrade someplace. So
yeah, for Mando's situation, I would package Jennings and talk up his upside for when he does play, like I did.
Yeah,
and add in Stevenson, and then try to get a decent RB2 out of that.
Yeah, good call. I like that. All right.
Sorry if you can hear my dog chewing.
No, I can't hear. I can't hear.
For now, you can't.
Well, I'm sure. You know, my dog, my mascot right here. She went to the groomer, so she's all chilled right now. All right, Slapsky, how you doing, man? Please like and subscribe, man. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Recently traded Bowers plus Chase Brown for Ibuka and Genti.
Did he mention if that's a dynasty or redraft? 12-man half PPR.
Okay, so it's half P.
I don't think he did.
Okay, so
if you can, Slapsky, if you could tell us if that's
this is his roster.
Yeah.
12-man half PPR 2 flex. Caleb Williams, Genty, Pollard, Adonze, JSN, Juwan Johnson, Ibuka, Golden. That's a good. Actually, I like that trade because eventually, I like Bowers, but Jawan Jennings is averaging like almost 10 to 13 targets a game, and you'll see what's going on with the rate. And Bowers is getting targeted. He's been hurt, but he's still getting targeted. But it's like more three people, a little bit of Thornton. So with Jawan Jennings is basically Adobe, who's heavily targeted in the red zone, and Juwan Johnson. And Juwan Johnson's getting a lot of the targets that Kamara used to get, it seems like.
I actually like that he has JSN because Ibuka is my JSN comparison.
Yeah.
A guy that's going to come in. I didn't expect Ibuka to play immediately, but with injuries, obviously he did compared to JSN's rookie year. But he has the opportunity to sit behind two guys when Evans and Godwin are both healthy and learn from them. And he's already shown that he doesn't even need to do that. He's already been great in the limited time he's played. So overall, I think if he got Ibuka to get I think you win that trade, Slapski. Yeah. Chase Brown, I like Chase Brown through 3 weeks. It is alarming because he's averaging, I think, under 3 yards a carry.
Yeah, 3.2 yards a carry, something like that.
Yeah, it's under 3 yards a carry, which is insane. But also, defenses are focusing on Chase Brown because they don't have Joe Burrow. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of hard to assess Chase Brown's value in a dynasty. If that's redraft, I actually think I like Bauer's side more. Yeah. Just because Ibuka towards your playoffs probably isn't going to play as much with Evans and Godwin healthy. And Genty also has had a slow start with Chase Brown. In redraft, Chase Brown and Genty are like the same value right now. So if I have to choose between Bowers and Ibuka in redraft, I'm choosing Bowers every time. Yeah. But Dynasty, you would win that trade.
What up, Hussein? How you doing, brother? Let's see. Okay. I think it will be a top 5 if he got the TDs. TDs, Jordan Love just missed them last week. And you can see, even like the game before, he just barely missed on a couple of long bombs. And with Jaden Reed being out, and you have Romeo Dobbs, who's pretty much one head injury away from being out of football.
Aww.
So between I think between Kraft and Golden, that might be the ticket. Okay. Just want to ask you guys one question, then I got to go. I was wondering, okay. Marcus Mariota, Trevor Lawrence, or C.J. Stroud start 1?
I'm going to have to pull up some stats on this one real quick.
Mariota is playing – they're playing Atlanta. Trevor Lawrence is playing Houston.
San Fran.
C.J. Stroud is playing Tennessee.
Trevor Lawrence is playing San Fran.
What's that?
Trevor Lawrence is playing San Fran.
Okay. So I'm not starting Trevor Lawrence.
I think Stroud is the safest one, honestly.
Yeah, I think C.J. Stroud is the safest one.
I can't put my eggs in the basket of a backup quarterback because I started Browning in a couple leagues so confident after his 2023 run, and that royally screwed me out of like 2 or 3 wins.
All right. So also with my roster above, who you playing as a second flex? So I'll pull this back up again. Let's see. 2 flex can be a tight end. I would probably JSN already started, so
probably Ibuka. If assuming it's 2 running back, 2 receiver, then 2 flex. Yeah. Definitely starting Ibuka. How's Calvin Ridley been doing this year? I haven't seen much of Calvin Ridley.
He's losing stuff to Aya Maynor. Aya Maynor's starting to turn it into the wide receiver 1. He has some bad drops in week 2, and it seems like Cam Ward's kind of lost a little confidence in him. He did better last year with Will Levis than he has with Cam Ward. Figure that one out.
Then I'd probably leave the starting lineup as is.
Yeah.
Looking at that, you could if you need a Hail Mary, you could switch out Golden for Bill.
Bill's hurt.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I didn't see. Are you sure?
Yeah, he's limited practice.
But is he out?
Knee injury. Yeah.
But is he out?
No.
So they're saying there's a chance.
Yeah, but then you're going. But see, I'm not touching. Anybody. The only player I would play probably in the Washington backfield would probably be McNichols, just because of the receiving upside. It's just that's a muddled backfield with 3 people. You never know who's going to get the most touches. So
I don't watch enough Packers football for me to give a proper assessment on Golden, other than what his sleeper stats are.
Yeah, Downs is an interesting play against Rams secondary. Rams secondary is either good or they're not good. And I think they probably tighten things up. So I'd keep it the way you have it.
Yeah.
What's up, Steven? Pick 3. Devontae, Tyreek, J.K. Dobbins, Debo, Ted have PPR. Devontae.
I'll pick one, you pick one, then we can discuss the next 3. Or the next couple. I'm saving J.K. Dobbins of that instantly.
So J.K. Dobbins. I think I'll play J.K. Dobbins, Debo. And I'll probably play.
I can't believe we're in 2025 talking about if we would start Tyreek or Tet McMillan.
Well, no, I would start Devontae, but him having limited practice with a hand.
Who are the Rams playing again?
They're playing the Indianapolis Colts. And he might be on a count, but then it's McVay. McVay don't care. I mean, he cares.
I don't think Adams cares either.
You know what? I'm going Devontae, JK, and Debo.
I agree with you on the Debo. McMillan's going to be matched up against Christian Gonzalez, who's a very underrated corner in New England. And I like what the Patriots did in that defense in the offseason. Yeah, I think I'd probably also go Devontae over Ted McMillan, but it's extremely close for me.
And Ted's been hurt too all week.
It is what it is. Debo and Dobbins for sure. Like that's easy.
It's funny because a couple years ago I wouldn't have hesitated. Been like, okay, Tyreek for 1, but
he was on my do not draft board, and everyone criticized. There was this Dolphins fan on X. If we got like 2 minutes of story time, I told him Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, do not draft either of them, and he wrote me like 3 different paragraphs on how last year was a fluke season, yada yada yada. I'm like, Jalen Waddle's got averages wide receiver 40 over the last 2 years, and he's just insisting on this. And I'm like, there's nothing special about this team. I get defending your team, but they're not good anymore. At least Waddle's overrated.
This is my opinion about the Dolphins is that Mike McDaniels has not evolved his offense. So the offense, everybody knows what's coming. Your offense has to evolve. It has to.
Like once you see Tyreek Hill in a motion, he's likely running a wheel route from the edge of the line and going out.
Then Tua will throw it to A-Chain.
Hey, I got A-Chain in many leagues for that reason.
What up, DeAndre Swift season? How you doing, brother? I'm trying to hold down the duties, trying to make the shepherd proud. That way he feels more comfortable leaving the lab. All right. Slapski, add Caleb or May this week? Caleb.
Yeah, I'm taking. I don't even need to look at the matchup. I trust Caleb with Ben Johnson easily.
Is this going to be a long stream? Laughing? We don't know. It's up to the goats, brother.
Sniper Mel.
The goats control it, man. The goats control it. I had a little snack beforehand, so I won't be that hungry. What up, Sniper? How you doing, Mel? She is
The Packers queen.
the Packers queen, and she's I'm in a handful of leagues with her, and she's winning a couple of the leagues. And I like that. I like seeing females dominate in fantasy football. But then again, she listens to the show so much that she steals crap from me. No love for the Rhino. What's up, Danny? How you doing? If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe. Should I start Chase Brown over Ricky Pearsall in the flex in half PPR? I'm starting Ricky Pearsall.
See, this is where I have to eat my own words because you just heard me talk about Chase Brown, how it's too early to bench him. But if you have a player like Ricky Pearsall, I'm fine with putting Chase Brown on the bench.
Yeah. Again, you have DeMarcus Robinson coming off 3-game suspension.
I don't care about DeMarcus Robinson.
And you have no Jawan. You have probably no Jawan Jennings, and Pearsall is going to be wide receiver 1. You know, him and CMC are running the show right now.
There is no wide receiver 2 if DeMarcus Robinson is on the field.
You watch Small's going to go off. You're going to be
clip me saying this.
Yeah. Sorry, Rhino. Should I trade Hurts or McBride for a strong RB1 wide receiver 1? If I trade Hurts, I can get then grab Purdy and Goff to stream. Yes.
So I'm assuming that's a 1 QB league if he's talking about Purdy or Goff.
I'll do that, Frosty. You might.
I actually wouldn't, honestly. In single QB, having a strong quarterback isn't the most important as it is in Superflex, but I definitely wouldn't trade McBride.
No, not trade McBride. I would trade Hurts.
Yeah, if it definitely don't trade McBride. Try to make someone overpay for Hurts.
Yep. Definitely, yeah. Try Hurts.
But if no one's overpaying, then it's not worth it to me.
Yeah, stay pat. Stay pat. Oh. All right.
Okay, there he goes.
Mel, you know the answer. You're a Packers fan.
One moment.
You know it's gonna be golden. Gonna be golden. He disappeared into the blitz. It's gonna be golden. Play golden. Play golden. Dallas secondary. You see what happened last week with Chicago. Jordan Love is better than Caleb Williams.
Let me make sure Mel's not playing me this week before I give advice.
No, I think you're playing me in the Fantasy Goats Invitational.
No, I'm playing Football Junkie.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go golden, Mel.
Ironically, I have Chase Brown in that league, and I'm 3-0 somehow. I don't know how I'm. Honestly, with my roster, I didn't think I had that great of a roster.
I think I'm like 2-1. My 2 running backs are Henderson and Amari. All right, yeah. So go golden. Imagine you're watching his legacy stretch from Pittman, and Pittman, you're just like, yeah, let me drop him.
Every season, Pittman has a legacy stretch.
Yeah, then
I'm not a fan of inconsistent fantasy players. While I don't mind having players that are injury prone, but put up every time they're healthy, like Cooper Kupp. At least not this season. He's been inconsistent, but for the most part of Cooper Kupp's career, when he's healthy, he's worth having on your IR for half the season.
Yep, 100%. All right, so Slapski's, it's a redraft league. What up, Vince? Vince is from Australia. How you doing? How you doing? This Jeremy Bernard cat is good at. I don't understand that. Is that the cat that hits the balls in the helmets or something?
I have no idea.
Oh, no. What up, guys? Genty or Judkins? Okay. And this hurts me to say because as much of a diehard Rams fan I am, which they're my 1A, I've been a Raiders fan for 50 plus years too. I'm going Judkins only because of the offensive line is better than the Raiders.
I'm going Judkins because I think he's shown that he's better than Genty so far.
Well, it's
I don't know if it's that much on the O line.
No. It's funny because before the season started, me and AB were doing our top 5 and stuff, and I had Henderson, Hampton, Genty, then Judkins, but I could have switched them too.
Before the season, yeah. Genty, Hampton,
and
Judkins was my
I even said something on X about Genty. I got brutalized, and I kept on saying, look at the conference. He didn't freaking play against top end players like Judkins and Henderson did. And plus, with Judkins and Henderson, if you would combine those, each of them, they've had better seasons, Genty. So, yeah, play Judkins. What's up, Brazil? Who's better staff, Jalen Coker or Braylon Allen? I'm going to say Jalen Coker.
I agree. I actually just stashed him in my Dynasty League.
Yeah,
I threw him on the IR. I finally let go of Jonathan Brooks. I drafted him at 2.01 in my Dynasty, one of my few flops, and that might be one of my most disappointing rookie draft picks I've ever had.
Yeah, I have Jalen. I have Jalen in a couple of my IRs, and one on my bench because my IR is full, unfortunately. So, yeah, go Coker. What up, West up 253 Pyro? Tristan, what's up, brother? What's up, guys? Got a situation here. STD. Is that your situation or standard?
Oh, man.
Or scoring need flex between QJ, Golden,
standard
DK.
Scoring. Okay.
What do you think? Standard scoring. I'm going. Is this Quentin Judkins or Quinshon Johnson?
Yeah. I was assuming he was talking about Johnson, but yeah, I guess that could be Judkins. I'm pretty sure he's talking about Johnston. People would just put Judkins.
I'm going Johnson.
Honestly, it doesn't even matter. I'm going Johnston or Judkins over Golden and DK. So I can't believe I'm even saying Johnston over DK right now, but I am.
I've never.
We are benching Tyreek Hill and DK right now.
Yeah.
for Ted McMillan.
Well, to be honest though, I have always been. I had DK one time in the league, and he burnt me 3 weeks in a row, right? And I traded him, and then next week he went off. So I try not to draft Seattle wide receivers because that's just what happens to me. It's all in my head, man. All right, quarterback 2, pick 1: Stroud, Taylor, or Penix. Taylor.
I think he's talking about Tyrod, but
Justin Fields is starting.
So. Yeah, so I think Stroud and Penix by default.
Yeah.
Those would have been my picks regardless if Tyrod was playing.
So quarterback 2. So you pick one. So either Stroud or Penix. I think I'm going to Penix. Because Washington.
Oh, yeah, I read that wrong too.
Yeah. So 2 quarterback leagues, another quarterback. I'm going.
We're not missing another Taylor at quarterback, right? That's got to be Tyrod.
Yeah, it has to be Tyrod. I can't.
I don't want to be blinking right
Only
now.
Taylor I could think of is from Friday Night Lights. I don't know if you even played quarterback.
Yeah, Stroud versus the Titans. Penix has had a rough start. I think he's like. There was a stat where he was like 0-4 or something, or 0-5 or something like that, where against teams that score over 7 points. I think that stat was about Penix.
I don't know about that because
I don't know if
his 9th game he looked horrible last week. And hopefully I don't know they fired their receiving coach and has DJ Yates being receiving coach and passing game coordinator. I think Penix against Washington's defense. Geno Smith just lit him up. I think.
Yeah, I just fact checked it. Penix is 0-4 when the other team scores more than 7 points.
That's crazy.
So do with that as what you will. I still believe in the Falcons' offense, but last week was
horrid.
That was rough to watch.
And the week before, the running game was working. So, and the place against Minnesota Vikings defense. Yes, I would go Penix, Mel.
I'd actually go Stroud if I'm picking one, personally.
Really? Yeah. Okay.
Sorry for the mixed opinions, Mel.
The Goats are used to it. I'm generally one with a different opinion than everybody else.
If it's really close, I tend to lean towards who's the franchise guy, at least for quarterbacks.
Yeah. And I just think, like with Penix, I think Mooney and Pitts and London clear Schultz, Kirk, and Nico. And plus with Houston, they don't have a running game really. I mean,
hey, they have Nicholas Chubb. All right, we're not doing Nick Chubb slander.
No. I was saying Nick Chubb. It's not his fault. No.
Honestly, he's been doing better than I expected him this season. I'll give Nick Chubb credit. He's not what he once was, but he's doing much better than I expected with that Texans offensive line.
I wasn't what I once was either, Dan.
Same. 10 years ago, I was thin with a faux hawk in the Army. Now look at me. I'm like a white milk dud.
Army, where were you stationed at?
Fort Irwin, California.
Oh, I know exactly where it's at. It's 45 minutes where I live, dude. I live in high desert.
I'm assuming that's near Barstow?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Ooh, the Barstow Del Taco. Did you ever visit that one?
I try to stay away from Barstow.
That's my wife was from Barstow. I should tell her when she told people where she was from and tell her, don't tell them that. Don't tell them that. All right, access. Yeah, start Purdy or Jones.
Am I blanking again? What is he talking about? Mac Jones?
No, Danny.
Oh my God! Wow. I was like, are we talking about another back? Because Tyrod Taylor we just talked about.
Yeah, so Danny Dimes.
Man, this might be one of the toughest ones, it shouldn't be.
So Niners are playing Jacksonville. Their defense is mid. Rams defense is top 10. Now, so the
Colts are playing the Rams.
This is the deal. Is if the Rams secondary can hold up and give the Rams front seven who are better than Jacksonville's front seven, they'll get to Danny Dimes. And they'll rush Danny Dimes. I think I like Purdy's chances against Jacksonville more than I like.
Yeah, I like also I just like Purdy's weapons around him more than Jones. Because CMC will help Purdy's production. Jonathan Taylor I don't think will help Daniel Jones that much.
Because if the Rams shut down Jonathan Taylor,
they won't.
They might.
They won't.
All right. Don't ever say won't.
They won't.
Okay.
Jonathan Taylor's like RB1 or 2 in fantasy right now. He's going crazy.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll come back.
Honestly, it comes down to what I said earlier. This is close. I'm going to lean towards the quote-unquote franchise guy in Purdy.
Yeah. Same here. Javonte or Junkins for flex starting Hampton and Bijan. Oh, that's a nice running back for me, bro. I'm starting Junkins. I'm not starting Javonte.
That actually
against the Green Bay Packers defense, I think I'd start Junkins.
Honestly, I would start Bijan and Judkins and flex Javonte over Hampton.
Okay.
And I am a Hampton believer.
But I think you're playing the Giants though too.
Okay.
who's
The one good thing about the Giants is their defensive line.
You have Kamani Vidal, Hassan Haskins that might be taking carries from Hampton.
You're worried about Hassan Haskins taking carries from Hampton.
I'm just saying. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I would go Hampton over Javonte.
Who are you worried about getting carries instead of Javonte? Miles Sanders?
Yeah, but Green Bay Packers defense is better than the Giants defense. So I'll go Junkins at flex and starting Hampton and Bijan.
I think Javonte has a much safer ceiling. But honestly, this is a really tough one for me because I don't even know what I would do. But my gut is just telling me Javonte just ride the wave because Javonte's started the season hot.
Yeah, I agree, but not against Green Bay Packers defense though.
Okay, Mel is just hating me right now. But personally, I would go Javonte, but the vast majority of people will probably tell you Hampton over Javonte.
Yeah.
So take that as what you will.
Yeah. So it was full PPR. His was. What is up, Kyle? How you doing, brother? Full PPR. Shakir, Godwin's not playing. So Shakir and Dobbs.
Has Godwin's been ruled out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I typically don't pay attention to the who's out or not until Sunday morning.
I'm on it from Wednesday, get the practice reports, and then just all week long, man. I get
I get that. I just most of the time they're gonna be questionable until Sunday morning. So I like to just do all of my stuff by Sunday. So I'm not really tracking injuries like that.
Yeah. And even if Godwin was playing, coming off that injury, and still, even like it's going to take 2 weeks for him to ramp up to get full targets. So, yeah. So you got Shakir and Dobbs. I'm a Fins fan. The problem is Tua.
I think that was probably when I was talking about going on that rant with Waddle and Hill.
Yeah. If we call Fist Magic, if we call Fist Magic back, he would still. Actually, I got a question for you, Kyle. Do you think yours will end up taking the starting job from Tua by the end of the season? Let me know. I want to know. I like yours. All right.
Can I answer that?
You can sure. I'll mute you. Maybe
I don't think there's any. I don't think there's any chance a 7th rounder normally takes the starting job over Tua. I think it's going to take another unforeseen injury to Tua for Ewers to get a start.
Well, then Jap MILF Daddy too, Zach Wilson.
Yeah, let's hand the keys to Zach Wilson.
Yes, the Mr.
Give me
MILF.
a break.
All right. Drop Murray for Danny Dimes or Caleb.
Yes,
especially Caleb. Yeah.
I don't know if I would do it for Danny Dimes yet.
For Caleb and Heartbeat.
Yeah, definitely for Caleb.
There's some disconnect with the whole Arizona offense.
Yeah,
it's
they started to click late on Thursday.
Yeah, he came out. He made some remarks about the OC and this and that. I was like, man, this dude, he's like Tua. He might be the problem too. You know.
Plus the Call of Duty beta's coming out in a week, so Kyler Murray might not be hot in week 5.
All right. Yeah, Waddle and Hill are great. 5 head injuries causes Tua to do dumb things. Yeah.
Again, I'm not doubting Tyreek Hill's career. Tyreek Hill, his career, Hall of Fame wide receiver. But right now, he's at most a flex option for fantasy football purposes. Waddle, I would cut Waddle.
That's funny. Because I think Waddle's probably more. I'd probably keep Waddle over Tyreek Hill. So all right.
In Dynasty, I wouldn't have either of them. I traded Hill this off season for a second round pick, and I got Luther Burden out of it. So
Nice.
yeah, we'll see.
Let's see if this works here.
Hey goats, please do me a favor. Please like and subscribe and hit those notifications so you don't miss any of our content.
Was that you talking?
I sound like I don't know if you ever seen the movie Fast Times at Ridgemont High. It's an old 80s movie.
How old do you think I am?
You're probably like 20 or 30.
That's a big difference.
You're young. You're a youngin'.
27 and bald.
Hey, nothing wrong with that, man.
Started receiving that 25. I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do it.
You know, you're wasting money paying for half a haircut, man. So,
well, I was going to college at the time. I'm like, I can't have a bald spot in college. I'll just cut my losses literally.
Please hit the like button, everybody. Appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody, all the goats in the comments. I appreciate everybody listening, man. Appreciate you being on with me, dude. All right. Do I sit Genty and Chase Brown for Mason Jenkins? Yes.
Yeah, I agree. That's I again can't believe I'm saying that, but with the Aaron Jones injury, Mason, you just have to start him.
Yeah, and Genty, I love Genty. If you watch him play, he's getting hit behind the line so much, and all of his yards are pretty much after contact. And he's there's a couple times now he's like a shoestring tackle, and he breaking one away, which will happen eventually. But for right now, until I think the Raiders need to move Powers Johnson back at center instead of guard. He failed last year at guard, and when he went back to center, it improved the Raiders' rush offense. But for some reason, Carroll wants him at guard. So, you know, who am I to disagree with a 74-year-old head coach? What up, Dan? Half PPR can only start 2. Jalen Warren, Chuba Hubbard, Ricky Pearsall, or Tyquan Thornton. Mahomes is my quarterback, if that matters at all. Thanks.
I love stacks, but that typically doesn't affect on if I'm going to start a flex or not. It's more it's more so just a convenience thing at the end of the day. Tyquan Thornton, I think he proved that he's a must start until they get Xavier Worthy or Rashee Rice back.
Worthy's playing this week, but I don't think
is he?
Yeah, he's playing this week.
Man, see what I mean? I don't pay attention to injuries till Sunday morning.
Hey, you know, just hit me up. I'll let you know who's playing, who's not, bro. I got you.
Okay, that worries me a little bit.
But I think even if Worthy starts, he's come out for shoulder injury.
Let's look at this as a whole. If we're picking 2, I think we can both agree Ricky Pearsall.
Oh yeah, yep.
So that's easily. So it's between Thornton. For me, I'm ruling Warren out.
Yeah,
it's between Chuba and Thornton for me. For the other person,
I'd probably go Thornton because he has Mahomes, and they're connecting, man. They're connecting.
I gotta look at Chuba's fantasy stats. I know he's
injured too.
You and these injuries, man.
It's not me. I just get the report, so that's why a lot of people were picking up Rico Suave this week, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think Chuba's a safe.
Yeah,
I think Chuba's the safer option between him and Thornton. So I personally would go Chuba and Pearsall.
Okay, I check in the morning with Jay Glazer or whatever channel you're watching and see what they say about Chuba. If they say he's a full go, then do that. Then if they say he's not, then go Tyquan Thornton. What's up, Logan? How you doing, brother? If you haven't, please like and subscribe. 8-team league. Who should I start at wide receiver this week? Out of Brian Thomas Jr., Flowers, Ladd, Allen, and Pearsall full PPR.
This is a tough one. He's got a bunch of guys having down years.
How many wide receivers? Just one wide receiver, bud?
I'm assuming it's probably 2 wide receivers on a flex.
Okay, so we'll do that then. All right, so flex, I
think Pearsall for sure is one of the starters.
Yeah. And
I think
Brad and Allen.
Okay. You'd go both 2 receivers on one team.
I might. Because Flowers, see, they're playing Kansas City.
That could be a high-scoring game, or it could be 14-17.
Flowers, man. I last year, well, I haven't since his rookie year, and the last year, I ended up trading him for, I got Cup and Kelsey or something like that. Because he'd be good, and then he'd be bad. He'd be good, and then I got so frustrated because I'm just leaving him in my line because I know if he's good, he's good.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean by that.
God, I get so frustrated with that crap that I tend not. I didn't even draft him this year any drafts. So
I'm personally going Pearsall, and Ladd and Brian Thomas are kind of in the same boat. They had stellar rookie years, and they've both had slow starts. So safe Pearsall, Flowers, and then Allen.
Yeah.
If you think you're in trouble this week and you need your guys to each get 15 to 20 points, you could just gamble Brian Thomas and Ladd with Pearsall. But either way, Pearsall I'm the most confident of those 5, which in the preseason, you could argue that was the 4th option of those receivers.
Yeah, agreed. Pickens, Sutton, Tyreek, PPR, sit 1.
Sutton is safe for me.
Yeah, I think Pickens is safe too.
So we're sitting Tyreek over Pickens. Oh man,
who's the why? I mean, he's wide receiver 1 right now until CD Lamb comes. Him and Jake Ferguson.
Oh wow, yeah.
So that is why.
Honestly, if I remembered the CD Lamb injury, Pickens would instantly be safe, just like Sutton for me. So yeah, I'm sitting Tyreek for that.
Paul, how you doing, brother? Who do you flex? PPR, Brian Thomas, Junkins, Pearsall, Scattaboo.
What is he in like a 6-team league? That's an insane. I would start Judkins, Scattaboo, and Pearsall. What is his roster looking like? Oh man, this is a great problem to have though, Paul. When you don't know who to flex, but all of the options are great.
All right, so
it pains me to bench Brian Thomas, but the other 3 options are so much safer.
See, I always look if I had this, which I mean, a couple of teams I had this common problem. I always look and see the defenses they're playing, and I'll go if one team is playing a bottom 10 defense, I'm going to go with that person. If they're playing a top 5 defense, it depends who that person is. I'd probably go Pearsall. I think that might be the safest.
See, my thing is, I try not to. I know this might be a crazy take, and I might lose credibility saying this, but I tend to not care that as much as other people for what team they're playing, because I feel like every time I try and get cute with my main starting lineup, and I'm like, oh, this guy's playing an easier defense, I'll start him over this bona fide starter. Then they get no points, and my bona fide starter puts up 20 against an elite defense.
Yeah,
but I think Judkins has the safest floor, but I can confidently start Judkins, Pearsall, or Scattaboo. Yeah. It's really if you care deeply about matchups, I would just pick whatever you're feeling between those 3 players.
To me, it's either Junkins, Pearsall, or Scattaboo. Because Scattaboo, who's he? The Singletary will come in some a little bit, but Scattaboo is going to be having all the touches and plus receiving upside. Scattaboo.
Judkins is playing the Lions defense, so if we're gonna care about matchups, which I feel like we have to do, honestly, if for these three players that are so close.
Mm-hmm.
Pearsall's against the Jags, Scadaboo's against
The
the
Chargers.
Chargers. So we can eliminate Judkins based on the matchup, and it's still down to Pearsall or Scadaboo. So if you want to start receiver, go Pearsall. If you want to start running back, Scadaboo.
Yeah.
Those all, you can't go wrong with either of them, in my opinion.
BZ Sheely, Brian Thomas Jr., Junkins, Henderson, Hef, PPR. A lot of Junkins questions, man.
I know.
Like
honestly, and Brian Thomas.
Yeah. But that is funny because Brian Thomas has been like the prior weeks. He's always been, do I sit him?
Mm-hmm.
You know. See, it's funny.
Again, I'm going Judkins.
Yeah, our guy JX has a theory about the whole Brian Thomas Jr. His theory is whoever's closest to Trevor Lawrence is going to get most of the passes. So if you think about it, Parker Washington is closer to him. De'Ami Brown's closer to him when he's playing. Brian Thomas Jr. is on the outside. When Evan Ingram or Benton Strange,
I was going to bring up Evan Ingram.
it's weird, and he's been on point on that theory. So I'm going Junkins.
So we got to move Brian Thomas to tight end.
Yeah,
that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah. All right. Well, Pittman actually gets a good quarterback this year. Okay. Well, I'll say this: is Danny Dimes has been in the league for 6 years. He's got a lot more experience than Anthony Richardson. They have not done Anthony Richardson right, and I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, I don't like when teams draft quarterbacks in the first round and don't give them a chance to progress. As I've seen firsthand with Josh Allen, it took him almost 2 seasons before he even looked like he could start, let alone a great quarterback.
So what's going to happen? Anthony Richardson will probably get traded, hopefully to the Rams, and then he'll just blow up, and then everybody will be going, "Oh, I guess he was good." Instead, he's had like 15, 16. He's had under 30 college and professional games played. So you got to give something. They knew it was a project to go with. So yeah,
let me ask you a quick side question, Rhino. Who do you think was done more wrong, Anthony Richardson or Trey Lance?
Oh, Trey Lance was.
That's who I always think about when teams give up on quarterbacks so quick. They gave up a haul for Lance. Yeah. And I think he only started a literal handful of games for them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Trey Lance did. But they shouldn't have drafted him right there. They wanted Mac Jones, but then they went that way. All right. So do you think Hurts for Henry would be good? If they take that,
we're talking Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're talking Derrick Henry.
Not Hunter Henry.
Imagine that's in your commissioner and that's in the trade.
if in my home league, I'd be texting him like, "Are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure?" Yeah, I would throw that out there.
If you need running back, yeah, I'd probably lean Henry.
Yeah.
If you can for sure get the quarterbacks you mentioned earlier between Jared Goff and Brock Purdy.
All right, so it was Johnston and that.
Okay, yeah. Still picking Quentin Johnson in case you didn't hear us earlier, Tristan.
All right. 1 PPR Coleman or Hunter?
Ooh, now this is my wheelhouse as a Bills fan. I'm going Coleman mainly because I'm not downing Travis Hunter. I think Travis Hunter has still has the potential to be a great receiver or corner in this league or both. But last week they played Hunter significantly more on defense for the first time this season than offense.
Yeah.
So for that reason, again, I'm going with the safer option. Honestly, I think it's the safer and could give you a higher ceiling.
I agree 100%, man. Until they figure out the whole Hunter thing, it's too wonky for me to play. Too wonky.
Yeah, I
don't like wonkiness.
I picked Hunter to be the offensive and defensive rookie of the year.
Oh, really?
Yes, but let me before everyone roasts me, I did this not thinking he would be the best offensive and defensive rookie. I did this thinking he would be in the top 5 offense and defensive rookies, and the media would propel him as both rookie of the year.
Oh, here we go.
I hope that makes some sense.
Yeah. All right, Frosty, Hurst and Keenan / Pittman for Kamara and Nico. Would you what work do you think?
Ooh, I like that. That works a lot better for him than Henry.
Yeah.
I would do honestly, Keenan and Pittman are pretty. That's a tough one. Because I don't know if Keenan does this all year.
I don't know if Pittman does either.
Well, I know Pittman's not.
Yeah.
Pittman's very inconsistent, but come playoff time, in week 15, 16, 17 year fantasy playoffs, do you think Keenan will be putting up these numbers? Or do you think Ladd will finally figure it back out?
Yeah, Ladd will. It's going to all even out. And
Pittman, could he give you 5 points? Yeah. Could he give you 20?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I would try to do Hurts and Keenan for Kamara and Nico.
Yeah.
But if he wants Pittman over Keenan, I would still do that trade.
I agree. What's up, Tyler Goat, the champion of all his leagues, the goat of goats, Tyler. Try Tucker, Romeo Dobbs, but I have the Packers defense and Jacobs or Shepard. Shepard's not here tonight.
Okay. You get discount Shepard. Me.
Yeah. You get Timo Shepard.
4-star rating.
Yeah. All right. Trey Tucker. Dobbs.
What is he asking exactly?
Oh, Sterling Shepard, maybe?
Yeah. Oh, I thought you knew. Yeah, Sterling Shepard.
I was trying to figure out what Shepard. Trey Tucker's.
Is he saying Tucker or Dobbs and then Jacobs or Shepard? I don't quite understand what he's asking.
Packers defense, but the Packers defense is confusing me. All right, so if you're playing a wide receiver, we're going to play Trey Tucker.
Yeah, and then, but why would he ask Josh Jacobs or Sterling Shepard? I feel like I don't know how he's phrasing this, but obviously Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, so Trey Tucker and Josh Jacobs, and if you can clarify this question, then we would appreciate it. You are more than welcome, my friend. Appreciate you always. Always, 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 man. Ooh. Jameson Williams, Tucker, Waddle, or Jennings at flex?
If Jennings is healthy, I'm taking Jennings. I know you don't agree with that, Rhino, but
No.
All right.
Oh. I like me some Jameson Williams. I do. But he's either going 2 catches for 50 yards or he's going 4 catches for 120 yards and a touchdown. Trey Tucker, I from the first 2 weeks, you see that Geno Smith was going to him, and especially going to him in the end zone. Going against Chicago, I think I'd take Trey Tucker and flex.
You're sold on Tucker already?
I saw it coming on last year, but it was just horrible quarterback play. But from the very first game, second game, third game, you can see Geno Smith working him, and he's getting like 13% target share right now. He's getting more target share than Jacoby Myers and drop hours.
Yeah, the Jacoby thing.
Now he's not going to get 8 catches for 143 yards and 3 touchdowns. I'm not saying that, but he could go 5 for 75, and maybe a touchdown.
I'm personally just not sold. I'm eliminating Waddle again instantly. Eliminating Waddle. You nailed it with Jameson, but again, I think Jennings is a safer option. But if you need, again, this comes down to if you're projected to lose by like 10, 15 points and you think you'll need an explosive game, JMO or Tucker is probably your pick.
Yeah. All right. Tyler, Kyron or Mason halfway around the world? Oh, that's right. They're playing in Ireland, right?
Oh, yeah, Dublin.
Yeah, Dublin. I'm going. This hurts to say this. I'm going to Mason.
I
love Kyron.
I hate being split with who I'm with, but
no, it's okay. But it's okay. It's trust me, it's okay.
I'm gonna go Kyron. Last week I benched him, which honestly didn't hurt me because it was 4 Judkins in my Dynasty league. But I'm gonna go with the proven franchise guy, which again I typically do that for quarterbacks.
Who has better rush defense? The Steelers, right?
Who are the Rams playing?
Rams are playing Indy.
Yeah, Colts. I'd assume. Actually, I'd assume the Steelers have a better defense, even though I know they haven't popped off in the first 3 weeks.
I'll go with Kyron.
Oh, you're switching. I'm getting you to switch.
I'm a Rams fan, bro. I got Kyron in a couple of leagues. You know, I was just upset that Corum freaking snaked a touchdown from him, but that's okay because Kyron looks good this year. He's looking good.
I think this is just like someone like that we went over 15 minutes ago. This is a great problem to have. Yep. I think both running backs will get 12 to 15 points a minimum. Will they both get 20? Who knows? Will one of them get 20? Most likely. So I'm just going to go with the franchise guy and Kyron.
I'm going. Yeah, and plus it's going overseas. You know, that's
why I thought you were going to bring up because Jalen Warren.
Yeah, I'm going Kyron. I digress. I'm going Kyron. Addison Shepard or T. Higgins? Oof. I actually benched T. Higgins a couple of
Is McCarthy back this week?
No, Wentz is.
Oh. We haven't seen Wentz. There's no way Wentz has any chemistry with Addison.
Now, okay, so here they're talking about this last night on the show with JX and Shepard. What if Addison was working the practice or the practice squad or not the practice squad, but the taxi squad offense versus Vikings defense with Addison? They might have a built-in chemistry. And I'm
gonna go with Baker Mayfield. I cannot believe I'm saying this.
You gonna go Shepard? It sucks because normally last year.
You know what?
I would say T. Higgins.
You know what?
Damn.
I know Browning has been bad, but I just can't. I can't even say it. I have to go T. Higgins over Shepard.
If I think his team has strong wide receivers, so I think go T. Higgins. Like they can't. I
feel like Browning could easily have 3 touchdowns and 3 picks, and one of them could be T. Higgins.
Chase. So it might be the white dude on T. Higgins.
Oh man,
I can't remember his name. I just know he's a white dude.
What team?
Just I throw a dart T. Higgins.
We're talking about the Eagles or the Broncos?
Broncos.
Riley Moss.
Great White Hope. Chargers or Bills defense this week? I'm going Chargers. No, wait. Bills are playing
the Saints.
I'm going.
I was about to say you're gonna really pick the Chargers over us right now.
Well, because see, I Chargers were my lock this week for my 3 defenses, and because of Jackson Dart, I'll always play a defense against if I'm streaming defenses, I always stream a defense going against a rookie
quarterbacks. It's not bad.
Or Spencer Rattler.
I don't stream defenses. Never have. Never will. I always try to draft a great defense before everyone else, and I just stick with it.
A couple of my leagues I have that, but then some leagues I don't. So
Vikings defense hasn't let me down yet.
Yeah, I think I have Vikings and Seattle defense in 2 of my leagues. I think most leagues and Green Bay, all the other leagues. I'm in 17 managed leagues. So all the other leagues, if they have defense and I'm streaming those defenses. Pick 2: Chase, Myers, or Pearsall. Ooh. Pastor Satane on Jamar Chase, Jacoby Myers, or Pearsall. God. The whole Browning thing, man. But I know what he can do with Jamar Chase, too. Was that just a fluke against the Minnesota defense?
There's no way. Jamar Chase could have single-digit points for the first 10 weeks. I'm still starting him. If you drafted Chase,
I'm not going to sit him. So
if you draft Chase, your cards are dealt. You have to start him.
Yeah.
So
So
that's
Joe, and please like and subscribe. Goats, please help us. We're 16 away from 500. We hit 500, then old Commissioner Rhino here is going to get a bathtub full of ice water because I'm nuts like that.
And follow me on X. I'm desperate.
Yeah, follow him because he has great content, man. He's one of my favorite people to follow. And it surprised me that you don't have that many followers because you put out great content, bro. You truly do. All right.
We all got to start somewhere.
Yeah. So I think I would go Chase
and Pearsall for me.
Yeah. I do like Jacoby Myers. He's like top 5 in targets, but so is Pearsall. So
I do too, but Pearsall is kind of like Ibuka, where they don't have much tape, but when they've been on the field, they've produced.
What up, George? How you doing, brother? How you doing, Goat? What's up, Ghost? Need a quarterback this week. Penix, Mariota, or Tua? Go ahead.
Oh, I think you should trade with Frosty to get Jalen Hurts. Oh, what's the waiver looking like, George?
I'll go Penix in this.
Yeah, Penix by default, honestly. And oh man, I'm picking a quarterback that put up a donut last week.
Nix or Fields?
Next again. We had a similar question earlier.
Yeah. Giants are bottom 3 versus rush. Yeah. Drone Goat.
Yeah.
How you doing, brother? This is me. Shepard is away for the night, having some fun. Much needed rest. As head of HR for FantasyGoats, I told him leave. Go have some fun. Go touch some damn grass, boy. Not a good defense. All right, drone. Since JD5 is out again, I currently have Mariota in my lineup. Are any of these options any better than Mariota, Penix, Browning, Rodgers, Wentz, Flacco, or Young? I like Bryce Young.
Personally, I would go.
But I'd probably go Penix.
Oh, I was right about to say Rodgers, but then again, they're against the Vikings. So
I'm not going Flacco. That's for damn sure.
Wentz is also going against the Steelers, vice versa. Browning, no. Flacco, no.
So Penix is going against Washington's defense.
Over Mariota, Penix, I think I would go Bryce Young over both of them.
Yeah.
But that's just another tough call. But it's definitely between Penix and Young over Mariota for me.
I think you can't go wrong with either Penix or Young.
I mean, both could be wrong. But
Yes, yeah, Mel. And Mike Parson, he's gonna wear a bib while he's out there playing. Every time he sacks Dak, he's gonna have like a knife and a fork because that boy's gonna eat. He's gonna eat well, especially after Jerry Jones ran his damn mouth, man. Jerry Jones needs to step away from football. Just needs to step away, man. I've said it before. He has Al Davis syndrome, big time. He's playing. He's playing, brother. Who's playing?
I think they're talking about Godwin.
Oh, he is playing. Okay.
I don't know if I've been seeing he's questionable. He did miss a practice, but then
he's not ruled out.
He had a practice. If Godwin is playing, I should have said this earlier when we were on the topic. If Godwin's playing, I'm starting him over. I believe the options were Shakir and I can't remember the other option.
Okay, so I would play Godwin, but I'd temper my expectations though a little bit.
It was Shakir and someone else, but I would confidently start Godwin over Shakir, and I'm saying that as a Bills fan, for the record.
Yeah, just temper your expectations for him. But I would play Godwin if he's good to go.
Well, a bad game from Godwin is 10 points. I think Shakir, a normal game is 10 points.
Yeah.
He's been very hit or miss this season for us.
It's all good, man. I trust you. Well, thank you. I was going off just stuff I see, man.
Oh, man, a lot of Dolphins comments coming in.
They should throw Zach Wilson on. Can't be much worse. At least he won't have to backpedal for the ball. Yeah, but all the moms have to watch out for Big MILF Daddy.
Oh, Jesus.
I am 0-3 looking for a desperate play. Do I stack Fields with Breece Hall or do I just ride with Caleb Williams PPR? I'm going to ride with Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Against the Raiders' bottom 5 secondary.
I'm not really a fan of stacking quarterback and running back. I don't think that stack itself has as much value as doing quarterback receiver.
Yeah, so I would go Caleb Williams and Breece Hall.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams looked nice last week. I know it was against the Dallas Cowboys defense, but Hill's been wide open multiple times. I think him and Tua gotten. I think you're right. I think there was a little bit of beef going on between them.
Even if there is, though, do you think Tua is going to go out of his way to make himself look worse?
Who knows?
You got to be very petty to do that, which I personally am, so I respect it if that is the case.
I feel like Genty is going to be decent this week. Bears run defense, the runs defense is horrible, but are they worse than the Raiders offensive line? That's because they can't. They're not giving him space to run, and when he does run, he's getting hit in the backfield, and he's making most of his yards are run after contact. So 2. Oh, no.
It was a previous question. I wonder. It might have been the question where it was just a bunch of wide receivers, and he was saying start.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, so
I'll try to find it, but I think we answered it.
What up, Galaxy Picker? Start Addison or Worthy in my flex. One coming off suspension and one coming off shoulder injury. I trust Mahomes over Wentz. So I would play Worthy.
Yeah, I agree. The Steelers, again, their defense has been pretty rough this year, but it's been 3 weeks. It's very hard to judge on what defenses and offenses are truly what they are. Like, are the Colts really contenders? It's yet to be seen. Or are they just the last year's New Orleans Saints?
Yeah.
I need to see more out of the Colts to believe in them. I need to see more out of the Steelers to get my faith back in them. So I wouldn't start Addison for the sole reason of Carson Wentz being at quarterback.
Yeah.
And it's I'm losing my thought. International game. There we go. I couldn't spit that out for the life of me.
All right. trade Jamar for Collins? No.
Again, I'm gonna repeat what I said earlier. If you drafted Jamar, you just have to play. You just have to use the hand you were dealt. You just got to hope and pray that
it'll work.
Browning fixes it.
Yeah. What up, fellas? How you doing, brother? Ghost, please like and subscribe. We're trying to hit that 500. All right. Juan Pena Jr., how you doing, brother? Need 3 spots. Wide receiver 1, 2, and 3. Flex spot. Wide receivers Quentin Johnson, Hollywood Brown, Devontae Adams, Debo, Addison, Tucker, Taquan Thornton. Okay. All right. And then running backs, Chubb, Henderson, Jacobs, and Jonathan Taylor are my starters. So Jacobs and Taylor are your starters. Tight end, Juwan Johnson. All right. So 3 spots. I'm ruling out.
I think we're going to agree
instantly. I'm ruling out Hollywood Brown.
Mm-hmm.
They got to go Quinshawn Junkins, Debo Samuels, and they got to go Trey Tucker.
I'd go Johnston, Adams, Debo.
And then I would flex.
It says need 3 spots, but then he says wide receiver 3 and flex spot.
Yeah, so wide receiver 1, 2, and 3 in a flex spot. So Quentin Johnson, Debo Samuels, and Trey Tucker, your wide receivers. And I'd probably flex. I think I flexed Thornton.
Okay, yeah. So we're going to disagree on Devontae Adams. I would start Adams as the 3rd receiver with Debo and Johnston, and then it's between Tucker and Thornton for me for the flex.
Yeah.
I don't have a preference because Xavier Worthy's coming back.
The reason why I'm shying away from Adams is because of the hammy. You know what? Do that. even if he's only out there for a few plays, he's still leading the Rams in red zone targets. So he might, go what David said. So Adams, Debo, Tucker, right?
Johnston, Adams, Debo, and then the flex is Tucker, Thornton. I know you're really high on Tucker, so you agree with me on Adams. I'll agree with you on Tucker for that one.
Okay. What up, fellas? Should I go Drake May or Justin Herbert? Justin Herbert. I'm asking because I think Drake could have a good game with his rushing floor. Justin Herbert may not have to do too much.
Drake May could have a good game for the last year and a half. I'm still waiting for it.
Are you seeing it as a Bills fan, or are you
90% as a Bills fan? I do like Drake May. If I put my Bills bias aside, he has shown flashes, but he's also shown some not so flashy stuff. So he needs to take the next step. He's in that like Trevor Lawrence era where he keeps showing potential, but how long until we see that he's the guy?
Yeah.
And until we see that, I would go Justin Herbert.
I'm going Justin Herbert. Yeah. Brees or Chase? Brees. What up, Smitty?
Brees Hall for now.
Start 2 wide receivers: Nico, DK, Jennings, Turpin. Ooh.
I don't have experience in return yards counting, so I'll leave that to you.
Okay. He was getting more play than Tolbert last week. After CeeDee Lamb went out, he has, other than the punt return upside, but he also has the jet sweep upside. He also has they go to him a lot. So, but if Jennings is going, Juwan Jennings is going, I'm going Nico and Jennings. If Jennings looks like he's not going, I'll probably throw a dart at Turpin.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
1 point per yard. So yeah.
I think he's saying. I think it's 0.1.
Yeah.
Point. That 1 point per yard would be insane. one 15-yard punt return, he got 15 points.
Yeah. All right. I'm also starting Bucky Irving, J.K. Dobbins, Jordan Mason, and Derek. Jeez, Louise, dude. That's a hell of a freaking running back room. Derek Henry this week. My wife said Ricky Pearsall and thinks are worthy. Should I start Pickens? Start Pickens.
Yeah, I didn't think you were gonna finish that either. But as you mentioned, CeeDee Lamb is out. George Pickens will be wide receiver 1. I think you definitely should start Pickens and Pearsall as your wide receivers. Pickens over Worthy, if that was the main question.
Hey, and Goats, if you guys are on X, please give my guy here from
Right
Sports
Media, there.
Please give him a follow. You won't be disappointed. He's got great content. Great content. One of my favorite people to follow and to get his content. And plus, you write articles too, don't you?
Yeah, I mainly focus on writing weekly articles on the Buffalo Bills. So if you're a Bills fan, especially, give me a follow. But I also will post stuff about fantasy football. We do a chopped league that I'm in with Rhino, and Sieg, who is got eliminated in week 2 of it.
Week 1, he is eliminated.
Was he? No, he wasn't the week 1 guy.
Yep.
No, he wasn't. Was
Yes,
he the week 1 guy? Oh man.
Yes, he was.
He was the first one out.
He was so mad that I drafted CMC because all season long, all the shows always faded him. And then when they traded for Brian Robinson, that day is like, I'm gonna draft CMC.
I'm so happy that I waited. So this year I went in the direction of there's so many running backs I was comfortable with this year. I was like, let me just stack a ton of elite receivers. I waited until, I don't know, maybe the 6th or 7th round until I drafted running back in this chop league. Yeah. And I got David Montgomery, Austin Eckler, and Judkins. Started Eckler, and then he got hurt right when Judkins started playing. And I've had Montgomery and Judkins, and they've been perfect. Over 10 points each from them. I'm coasting. Perfectly fine.
Yeah, I'm hanging in there too, man. Hanging in there. All right. So because of Dobbs, I would start 3 Packers. Okay. But I understand because the Packers defense and he had Golden and Dobbs. So, okay, that makes sense now. Why you said the Packers defense.
Oh, okay. Starting the Packers defense, I wouldn't even count that as starting 3 Packers. Yeah.
You're welcome, Shield. Hey, and Ghost, remember, man, tomorrow night we have a reaction show around 7:25, 7:30. We'll be on talking about the day's games. Hopefully the Rams don't have 2 field goals blocked and I lose my shit like I did last week and be grumpy on air. I try not to be grumpy. I try not to take my personal football teams personally, but last week it hit me hard. I ain't lying, man. I ain't lying, dude.
Oh, that was a rough. What were you guys up 20? Was it 23-6?
We're up 20-6 or something like that.
I think it was 23-6.
I don't want to talk about it. Would you sue me for starting Tyquan over Golden or over Jamar?
Yes.
Yes, you would be sued by.
Let me know your address so I can send you litigation immediately.
Maybe you meant Tuckercraft.
I don't know the exact question. We've had so many Trey Tucker and Tucker comments.
The dough. Start Fields or Indiana Jones. That cracks me up. I am probably starting Fields.
Really?
Yeah. I think the Rams defense is going to
I really should have the schedule up next to me. I keep bringing it up on my phone, but it goes away.
Yeah, Fields is playing Miami's defense.
No, I know that. I was just talking about the Colts. Texans, right?
No, Colts are playing the Rams.
Oh, the Texans play the Titans, yeah. Oh, that is a tough matchup for Danny Boy. I'm not sold on either.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ride the hot hand. Go with Daniel Jones. He's been hot. Fields has been. If I had a glass of ice in it, I would show you that, but I don't. But
Kyron is so good. Just when you think he's bad, he has a good game. It's he in the offseason, he worked on his explosion and grabbing and gripping the ball because of the fumbles last year. So he's been doing good. And in fact, the fact that Blake Corum is coming in and giving him a rest too, I think it's helping him. They have a really good 1-2 backfield. I just wish they played Hunter a little bit, but that'll happen sometime during the season. All right. Chuba, Pittman, Pickens, or Jawan Warren? Pickens for sure.
Yep, agreed.
And probably Pittman.
Okay, we agree on Pickens. I'm going to go with the consistent guy with Chuba Hubbard. Pittman is just he's coming off a great game, but he typically doesn't have multiple great games in a row.
Yeah.
He's very inconsistent. Chuba will safely get you 12 to 15 points.
All right. Trump force we drop Cup or Troy Franklin for Tyler or Jared DeWaddle? No. Or Isaiah Likely? I'm not dropping Troy Franklin.
If it's tight end premium, I would drop Franklin for Likely. I will add that.
I'd drop Cup for Likely, yeah. I wouldn't drop Troy Franklin.
Cup's one of those guys. He's one of those guys. I just have a weird loyalty to him, just because when he pops off, it is so worth it. But he can also give you 4 points.
It's been a while since my guys popped off, though. That's the thing.
He had like 21 points in week 2.
Did he?
Yeah, I think
he's on Seattle, so I'm not following, man.
Oh, what do you have? Call.
See, pick B growing stuff. How you doing, brother? Pick one.
Oh no, he didn't. Okay, well, maybe it was 16 points in week 2.
Slightly. All right, pick one. Chase Brown, Golden, or Pittman. I think I might go Golden against Dallas's defense.
Yeah, it's between Brown and Golden for me, and I know Brown's been having a rough year. But this reiterates what I said earlier. I don't know if I'm ready to just shut Chase Brown down yet, especially with them having a backup quarterback that isn't doing what they expect him to do.
Yeah,
I think Chase Brown's usage warrants you to start Chase Brown over Golden. But I also wouldn't be surprised if Chase Brown had 8 points and Golden had 20.
Yeah, I just like to.
That's a very tough
I like
call.
the upside going against a bad defense.
Yeah, that's a tough call.
Yeah. See thoughts on Jets running back Brandon Allen with Breece Hall's trade later in the season. Many thanks. I don't think Breece Hall is going to get traded.
I don't either. Is he in a contract year? He might be. Maybe that.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, they didn't.
That might be why he brought that up.
And I don't. If they're owing forever, come trade season, then they might do that and go with Braylon Allen. But then you have Isaiah Davis is going to be getting more of the receiving upside, and Braylon Allen. I like Braylon Allen as Breece Hall handcuff. He's just not doing anything right now.
Yeah.
If you have Brandon Allen, then I'd keep him on your bench just in case that does happen.
It's also like Tyler Algier. He's not really worth much. I bring him up because Tron Force brought him up in a couple questions ago, but he's not really worth much now. He plays more than Braylon Allen. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah,
he's not worth much right now. But if Bijan got traded in a contract year, then Algier would be worth a lot more. But until then, he's just a bench guy.
Tootin, someone you think has significant upside? Yes, I do. Very much so.
I do because I drafted him. So I'm praying he does.
Yeah, I think he does. All right. We got to hit a few more questions. Gentlemen, goats, because I don't want to keep our guests too long.
Yeah, you're fine. Well, let's power through a couple of these.
Yeah. All right. Debo.
Do every other. You do one, then I'll do one just instantly.
Debo.
I agree.
I don't know if I'm crazy or feeling a Cedric Tillman AT.
Was that a Star Wars vehicle?
Going to get to, I think Detroit's pass rush will get deflected. They got the Lamar Jackson, and Joe Flacco is a statue.
Oh, anytime touchdown. I got what you said. Yeah.
And you're right. He could get anytime touch. But it was like 2 weeks ago. The ball bounced off the tight end's hand and landed in Cedric Tillman's hands for a touchdown.
That was an insane play.
Yeah. All right.
Assuming that's T. Higgins, I would go T. Higgins.
Yeah.
If he's talking about Jaden Higgins, much closer, but I think I would go Dobbs over Jaden Higgins.
Well, this is an interesting question here. Puka, P, as in Paul. Puka over Pearsall. Both are freaking top 5 or top 3. The only difference between Puka and Pearsall is Puka hasn't gotten has one rushing touchdown. Colts secondary is missing.
Puka's wide receiver 1 right now.
Yeah, I'm going Puka.
Yeah.
Jordan Mason or Genty?
I'm going Jordan Mason hands down. I know it's
Jordan Mason too.
International game, but Genty just hasn't shown me what guys like Judkins have showed me.
And then what's annoying too about Genty is you have Dylan Lobb coming in the 2-minute drives, and Zamir White coming in.
Wait, you've had who?
In the red zone a lot.
Who's the other guy you just said?
Dylan Lobby.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I thought you said Dylan Love. I'm like,
no.
Who's Dylan Love? I don't even know that guy.
All right. What up, Jason? PPR need 1 for flex: ETN, Henderson, Coleman, Downs, Jennings, Wicks, or White. I'm leaning ETN. I think I lean ETN too.
I've been preaching Jennings all stream long, but ETN has in PPR. ETN is very valuable right now in a Liam Cohen offense. Right. So I would go ETN with Jennings being the close second.
Yeah. Mooney or Dobbs?
It's all you.
I'm gonna go Mooney. Pick 3: Hampton, Kamara, Hall, Javonte, or Judkins. You go.
Kamara, Judkins, and then it's really just Hall or Javonte. I'm gonna ride the hot hand. Javonte Williams has had, I believe, over 10 points every week so far. So I'm gonna go Javonte.
All right. 2 PPR: J-Mo, Golden, or Henderson. J-Mo and Golden.
Yep, agreed. We're agreeing more right now. This is nice.
Let's start Joe Mama in my flex position.
You left out the giggity.
Giggity. What up, Zach? Oh, shit. All right. Start Joe's Mama.
Having a down year, but maybe they'll rebound.
Yeah. 1 flex between Diggs, Christian Kirk, and Tootin.
I cut Diggs. I think it was an hour league, actually.
Yeah. I like Christian Kirk.
This is, yeah. I'm right with you on that one. I don't have a preference with any of those guys.
If you haven't yet, Lloyd, please like and subscribe. That was full PPR. So yeah, I'd go Kirk. All right, you go.
Diggs again. Okay. Start 1, Dobbs, Diggs, Worthy, Kirk. Again, Diggs and Kirk, I'm not high on either of them. Worthy, I think of these 4 is the easiest one to pick. Just with his deep threat upside.
Yeah. Ingram or Pitts? Damn it. Ingram's been frustrating me. Well, I don't know if
they're giving us some tough questions.
I don't know if it's him frustrating or the fact that Sean Payton came out and said 2 weeks ago that they need to get him more targets, him involved. Ugh. I think I'm gonna go. Damn. I'm gonna go Pitts. Woody or Pollard.
Steve's got us filling out his whole roster right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, Pollard over Woody Marks for
We
now.
got flagged for saying Woody Marks.
Wait, what?
We got flagged by YouTube for saying Woody Marks.
When?
Yeah.
Wait, when?
Oh, a long time ago. So sometimes I'll just say Lumber Marks.
Okay.
All right, pick
Yeah.
3. Etienne, Bucky, Kyron, Hendy, Junkins, or Hubbard. All right, so I
This is
think
very close to my Dynasty team.
full PPR. Okay, so I'm going Etienne, jeez. Etienne, Bucky, and Judkins. Kyron just doesn't get that many passes to him.
Yeah, in my Dynasty, I have CMC, A-Chain, and then Bucky, Kyron, Judkins, and I started Judkins last week over Kyron, and I have a crazy running back room. But I don't think you go wrong between Kyron and Judkins, but definitely A-Chain and Bucky are the two that you got to start.
Pacheco or Coleman? Coleman.
C. Coleman. Oh, the disrespect.
I made a trade. I got Hubbard and Romeo Dawes for Trayvon Henderson and Jordan Addison. So I know I probably lost it, but I need a good bet. Yeah. If it helps your team,
If you're running back needy, I like that trade.
You guys are going through these questions way too slow.
We're 14 minutes behind. That's not too bad. I don't know how fast you typically go.
This is for also traded Tucker Kraft and Jameson Williams for Cam Scatterboo. I'm in a 14-team PPR league. I have trade itis too, my friend. Very much so. Actually, I just sent a trade to my niece. I haven't heard back from her.
You're trying to rip off your niece?
No. It's Lab McConkey, Bryce Young, and Bucky Irving for Stafford and Barkley.
Is this Dynasty or redraft?
It's a keeper league. My running backs are Bijan Robinson, Gibbs, Mason, Henderson.
I like the McConkey side in that deal with Bucky.
Cannot be hyping Cup in 2025 for fantasy at 12 points in week 2, 4 points this week.
Sometimes you just gotta die on a hill with a player. There's a few people I know that will just die on Tyreek Hill.
What up, Jessica? Like seeing the females in the chat. Hope everything's good. If you haven't, please like and subscribe. PPR need one running back: Brown, Swift, or skateboarding. I'm going Scatterboo.
Was that an autocorrect, or did she say
probably? Yeah, I'll go
Scatterboo. Auto-correcting the skateboarding is insane.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, I'll go Scatterboo.
Yeah, that Swift is losing my trust the same way as Cup's losing that guy's trust.
Okay, so he meant 1 point per 10 yards. So
yeah, that's what I thought. So 0.1 per yard. Yeah.
You're welcome, Zach. Please come back, man. Please. All right. So Golden or Henderson, half PPR. I think I might go Henderson.
That's another tough one. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I think Vrabel's gonna finally start using Henderson a little bit more.
All right, and last question of the night.
Oh, is this the last one?
I've drafted Evan Ingram, but been using Juwan. Same here. I've been using John Johnson too. I'm not going to drop Ingram though. All right, last question. The Doe start 2. Pittman, Chuba, Warren, or Pickens? Pickens and Pittman.
Yeah, Chuba and Pittman are close. I think I'm leaning towards Chuba. I think there's been a lot of questions between Chuba and Pittman tonight too.
Yeah,
but definitely start Pickens. I'm gonna lean towards the safer guy with Chuba Hubbard as I have all night. I like having if a guy has at least a 10. Let me rephrase this. If you can comfortably get 10 points out of a guy, I think he's an easy start every time. Pittman, he might get 7, he might get 17. Chuba, he will get you 10. He could get you 20. Could get you 25, honestly.
All right. Here we go. Pick 2, Genty, Kamara, Junkins, Monty, or Swift.
And Warren, he added.
Oh, yeah, or Warren. I'm not Warren, no. All right. I'm going Kamara. I think I'll go Kamara and Junkins.
Completely agree. Monty is very close, but I'm going to try to not. I'm biased towards Monty.
Yeah,
I really am.
And Cleveland's rush defense is no joke too. So
Kamara and Judkins for me as well.
All right, last question is B squad for life. Bestie. Myers, Pearsall, Junkins, McMillan, pick 2. McMillan. Oh, Ted.
Yeah, Ted. Yeah.
All right.
The long stream.
Pick 2 for flex PPR, full PPR. I think I'll go Myers. I think I'll go Myers and Pearsall.
So I agree with Pearsall. You're taking Myers over Judkins?
Flex full PPR. So yeah. No. No. Take it all back. Take it all back. Rewind. I'm going Junkins and Pearsall.
A few times today I've been able to get you to switch back.
Yeah. It happens sometimes. Hey, Ghost, appreciate everybody joining up. Can't stomach benching T-Mac. Well, if you have T-Mac, don't bench him. Appreciate everybody coming, man. Appreciate you, David, joining.
Anytime.
Do this again, man, because this was a blast, bro. This was a blast. And continued luck in the Chop League and the 2 other leagues that we're in together.
3-0 in the Fantasy Goats League.
Yeah. Yep. I'm 2-1, man. 2-1. Last year I started 0-3 and came in second place. I lost to Solo. Solo is my freaking he's a thorn in my side, that kid. Again, appreciate you guys all, man. Like always, be a difference, make a difference, stay blessed.